Here it is, the new Specialized Levo. It's more sophisticated, more robust, and more versatile than ever. My name is Miles Kelsey, and in this video I'm going to give you a rundown on the details of this bike, and I'll explain to you how to use a feature I really love, the geometry adjust. The entire range is built on the mixed wheel size setup of a 29er front and 27.5 rear. It's an all new frame with revised geometry numbers plus an adjustable headset and a horse link mounted flip chip to customize your geometry. All models run on a 160 fork and 150 rear. The leverage rate on the rear suspension has been tweaked and is in fact more progressive than the Stump Jumper Evo. Certain models will accommodate a coil shock. It's still a belt-driven motor, but this belt is wider, reinforced, and made from different materials, which, according to Specialized, improves reliability significantly. There is a lot more functionality in the firmware and software, or what Specialized is calling the mastermind or brain of the system. The functions include elevation tracking, heart rate pairing, a live consumption which teaches you how to pedal more efficiently, a personalized display with a total of 30 data values, percentage of remaining charge, on-the-fly adjustment of support levels so you don't need to stop and open the app, and a rider power value display so you can see how much power you are putting into the bike. It uses the same batteries as the Gen 2 model, as there is, according to Specialized, no better technology available. The waterproofing of the whole system has been improved, and the frame weights haven't changed too much, but are all very similar to the Generation 2 model. Complete SWX model in size S4 is a claimed 22.1 kg. So by way of comparison with the outgoing Generation 2 model, here's 5 things I really like about the new bike. Cornering is vastly improved. The smaller rear wheel doesn't push or stand you up as you lean the bike into a corner, and small direction changes to stay on line or set up for a turn somehow seem easier. Wheelies and manuals are a lot easier, purely down to the shorter chainstays and lower axle height. It's safer and easier to jump. The short C-tube and smaller rear wheel give a wider range of movement for your hips and butt so you don't get tangled up with the saddle or tire buzzed in the air. This isn't a big deal for riders taller than 1.8 meters, but for average size riders, it could be the difference between sticking a landing or going over the bars. It's a more composed ride. The bigger stanchions calm the steering down and fewer line corrections are needed on the trail. But the big differentiator is the revised kinematic, which vastly improves the bike's ability to cope with big drops and harsh landings without blowing through the travel like the previous generation tended to do. That brings us to the final part of the video, how to use the geometry adjust feature. The head angle is adjustable via these headset cups with 3 settings from 63 to 65.5 degrees. Slackening the head angle will help you get your weight behind the front wheel and improve the bike's ability to handle high speed and steep terrain. Steepening the head angle will sharpen the steering, especially when at lower speeds like on climbs or flatter trails. The second element to the geometry adjust is the BB height, which can be tweaked by 7mm through these horse link mounted flip chips. Lowering the BB improves the bike's handling and stability when descending and cornering. Raising the BB reduces the chance of pedal strikes on rougher trails. Some riders will constantly tweak it, and others, like me, will tend to set and forget. Neither option is wrong. Apart from the mullet setup, this new Levo doesn't appear to be radically different from the second generation model it replaces, but looks can be deceiving. After a few days testing, I can tell you it's a highly exhilarating bike that is insanely fun, easy to ride, and is in fact a vast improvement over its popular predecessor. Any questions, feel free to drop us a message. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, see you on the trails.